season 3. Like, I could not believe that
after
season...
fucking a million years.
Yeah, well, yeah, the last episode was in fucking 2023. You zoom 3 years later. And we got fucking only 12 episodes. Granted, they are some of the most gorgeous episodes I've ever seen in an anime. 12 episodes is kind of fucking tough, considering this manga has so much. It's over, and it has so much more to give us, and we only covered a little bit of the manga going forward out of like a gajillion more chapters.
Yeah.
So it's like, considering we only get 12 episodes after it's been 3 years, and again, this is probably the most gorgeous anime I've ever fucking watched.
No, it was.
It's choreographed great. Not choreographed, whatever. It was the fight choreograph is fantastic. I mean, the coloring was awesome. The animation was sick. I mean, the voice acting was amazing. It's just like there's nothing that they did wrong besides not make more episodes. And I think it's
Or make them longer.
Yeah, I just think it's weird to have only 12 episodes of this show. And like, I haven't seen really any updates about when it's supposed to come back.
That's what I was going to ask. And like, has there been like any confirmation about if we're going to be getting like 12 more as like a season, what is this, 3 part 2 or something like that?
I mean, I'm looking up right now. I mean, I haven't seen anything since earlier today. I mean, from this is just a fan. This is an official English account for Toho Animation. Thank you for watching. The Culling Games continues. The story moves to season 4, The Culling Game Part 2. Like, yeah.
Thank you so much. For people that can't see my phone.
Yeah.
Our friend Priscilla, who's watching the stream, she like clip arted or like photoshopped Omni-Man into the iconic dress. And it's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love it. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted nothing more than that.
So I'm actually going to pull this up. So yeah, Toho Animation, the official English account for Toho Animation, literally says, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 finale. Thank you for watching. The Culling Game continues. The story moves to Season 4, The Culling Game Part 2. Stay tuned for more updates on that. That was 4 days ago.
So it's not Season 3 Part 2. It is Season 4 Culling Game Part 2.
I mean, yeah, that's... And there hasn't been any updates on it since. So, suffice to say that, yeah, we're not going to get anything for probably another 2 years, maybe.
What's another 2 years, Mark?
I guess. Doesn't fucking matter. Who cares? Who cares about when the show won't end until 2040?
What would we have?
Like, we
would have JJK.
It's just so...
Eventually.
Okay, like, all cards on the table. It's really fucking annoying. It's really annoying that this show can make this amazing like piece of art and it looks so great, and you know, I am not disappointed at all with what we got this season. It's just like I just can't. I don't know. I don't feel, maybe I'm fucking being spoiled. I don't know how to explain this feeling of being like, dude, now you're going to make us wait fucking 2 more years for only 12 episodes. And it's like, man, you gave us 24 episodes of the first season or however long it was. It was longer than 12. You give us long-ass season 2 with the Shibuya incident. You give us now it's only 12 episodes of season 3 and you're going to call it season. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just like, even though it is continuously ups its how it looks and how it's designed and how everything looks, you know, it's just like, I don't know, man. And it just sucks. That sucks that this is like that's it.
As someone that knows more about what's going to happen, do you think that this was a fitting stop?
Sure, I guess. I mean, like, yeah. This was probably the best thing that they could have stopped on, because as soon as like maybe like a couple chapters later, something fucking big happens. And like, I understand why you would want to like work on that as like a creative project, but like, you know, that's kind of the point of having two cores of a season. So it's like you have your first core, which is your first part of this, the amount of chapters that you're turning into anime, and then you have your next part of it, which tells the next basic arc of this. And like, this arc was the Tokyo Colony arc. The next arc is a whole fucking thing, and I don't know exactly where would be a great point to end this next arc, because it just goes. And we're just going, and like they would kind of end it like how they did here, not really ending it. Like basically the end of this season was like, all right, see you next time.
Yeah, we definitely were like stopped right in the middle of the going gets good.
Yeah.
And I think for me it feels unfinished because the calling game is not over. So yeah, so like it, as somebody that doesn't know what's going to happen next, stopping here, I feel like unfulfilled. Like nothing. Like nothing.
No, you didn't get your fill.
Like, yeah, no, I didn't get my fill. I didn't get my filler. Nothing is resolved. There are still questions that I have.
Yeah.
There's still conflicts that I want to see resolved if there's a resolution.
Yeah.
Like it feels like like they just threw Yuta at us. Like, oh yeah, he's in the calling game too, remember? And then, okay, see you next time. Like exactly like you said. So like I'm missing, like, okay, Yuta's one of my favorite characters. He's always been one of my favorite characters. Yeah. I want to see more of him now, because like, what do you mean this fucker has like, how many points did he have? Like fucking like practically 100 points?
Yeah.
So like,
he already kind of went, and they don't show this in the manga, so I'm not surprised that they didn't show him getting his points up to that point anyway. But like, yeah. I just am like,
it was very anticlimactic.
Yeah. I don't think that's how you end a fucking season. I don't think that's how you end. Like, honestly, they are going to continue the show. They're not going to continue the show. But there's been so many talks of there being a Jujutsu Kaisen movie with like Gojo versus Sukuna when that happens. And
which like that makes sense.
I understand that too, because the arc prior to that and the arc a little bit after that makes sense to do a movie, because that is the peak of what you want to watch. Now, I don't know how you do that congruently. I guess they're doing it with Chainsaw Man. They're gonna continue it in a show. The next arc, and they just did a movie, but like the Reze arc was such a small segment of, you know, the overarching story that it's like, you know, that makes sense to do it that way, because you could put as much emphasis on creativity that you want, versus like this show needs to start and end with the show continuing, you know. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you know, how they ended it. It just screams of like, we don't know what we really want to do, where we want to end the next season. It's like, it's hurtling towards this being a fucking disaster for what season 4 could be. And why am I saying this is hurt? Why could Jujutsu Kaisen season 4 be a disaster? Their lead director and like artist for what's been going on in the Shibuya arc.
Is he the art director? Sorry.
And the art director, he's leaving the show. Mm-hmm. So like cutting it off where it's cut off now, and because he said, I'm not doing part 2 of this, it's gonna be dramatically different. And like, because they're contractually obligated to be like, hey, we can't use your art style for this next season. It's like, boy, is this going to be a fucking splash of cold water in the morning of like what this could look like. And maybe that's why it's only cut into 12 episodes, because they were like, shit, we're fucked. Like, I know that they could easily go get another art designer, whatever.
Director.
I know they could do that. But it's like this, they've set the bar so fucking high for what this show is.
Yeah,
unless it's an absolute cinematic masterpiece from somebody and it comes in looking like somewhat similar.
Yeah, I mean, this past episode alone, I think it got a 9. I think it got a 9.9 with Maki's episode getting a 9.8. So
Season's
like,
been awesome.
So like the bar is incredibly high.
Yeah, I just don't know how you could A, surpass that, but also B, like start to land the plane that is going to be leading towards a movie. Because like, again, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be covered in this next part to lead to where that movie is. And like, the time jumps that we've gotten this fucking show is crazy. Like 2021, the first season. Then it was 2023 for the second season. And then it's 2026. It's been 5. They just celebrated their 5-year anniversary. It's been 5 years since season 1 of the show. And there's only, like, in the last 3 years, we've gotten 12 episodes. Yeah. I mean, that's just fucking crazy. I mean, the people are fiending. It's just that shit, man, where it's like they have everybody by the nutsack anyway. Yeah. And it's like, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But like,
there's like so much at stake. Like, I wonder, since this came out at a certain time, I wonder. Well, I'm so sure that this, like, certain episodes or this anime is going to get nominated for awards.
I think it'll win Anime of the Year.
Yeah, like, for sure. So like, there's a lot at stake for this next one if they want to keep up those accolades.
They don't care about nobody cares about like, in the grand scheme of things. Like, yeah, I guess it's a cool accolade that like maybe people get the vote on this.
Well, it gives people more reason to watch it and more people to enjoy the media. So like, if you don't have fans excited, they're gonna burn your shit to the ground.
I've lost like so much respect for them when Frieren lost to Soul Leveling, so that I'm like, ugh. But
that's also
but
that's fans voting for that shit.
Yeah,
like,
well,
y'all don't know peak.
Yeah, but like, yeah. So I mean, there is a lot more to talk about with Jujutsu Kaisen, like, you know, and because the show's over now, we have forever to talk about it. Like, it's just this right here, how my immediate feelings on it is that, like, it sucks that it's only 12 episodes. It sucks that, like, it sort of ended, like, I know what happens because I've read it, but it's like, you know, you haven't read it. And, like, I think that that's kind of a shitty way to fucking end the season. Not shitty because it was an amazing fucking episode, but shitty in the way that it's like, oh, wow, that's really it. Like, literally feeling like fucking Woody. Being like, all right, next episode. And it's like, wow, we're fucking not getting the next episode for, like, 3 years. So, like, you know, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the 12 episodes was too short? Are you perfectly fine with 12 episodes? Are you okay to wait maybe potentially up to 3 fucking more years for another 12 episodes? And, like, you know, 4 seasons in 8 years potentially? I just think that that's, like, unfucking doable. Like, as excited as I was that is going to happen, it's like 8 year. It's just, dude, man, we're not fucking free running. Like, oh, that's nothing. It's like, dude, like, no, like, that's a fucking long time. I don't think you could do that. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think in the comments below? And while you're down there, leave a like, subscribe. Yeah, I mean, we could talk later about the other things that we have for, like, you guys.
For sure.
Yeah, so it's getting kind of late here, so I don't want to be running 3 hours. So I think the next time we talk, we'll be talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, like what actually happened in this season. We'll talk about, like, our Yuta conversation. Is he a fraud? He's not a fraud. We'll talk about some of the other deeper meetings, some of this stuff, and maybe we'll get an update next week about, like, what is happening with Jujutsu Kaisen.
Fingers crossed.